The cold wind howled through the empty streets as Anna pulled her coat tighter around her. Her hands, trembling from more than just the cold, clutched a small envelope. Inside was the final eviction notice. She had tried everything. Overtime, shifts, selling off belongings, even skipping meals to save money. But it hadn't been enough. Tears blurred her vision as she sat on a worn-out bench in the park, staring at the sky. "God, are you even there? Do you hear me?" she whispered, her voice breaking. For months she had prayed relentlessly, asking for a way out, for a miracle, for something to change. But with no answer in sight, doubt crept in. Maybe God had forgotten, or maybe he had more important prayers to answer. A rustling sound pulled her from her thoughts. An elderly man, wrapped in layers of mismatched clothing, approached her. "You look troubled, child," he said, his voice gentle yet firm. Anna forced a small smile. "Just going through a rough time. But I don't think talking about it will change anything." The man chuckled. "Funny thing about prayer, it's like planting a seed. You don't see the roots growing, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening beneath the surface." She sighed. "I've been praying for months, but nothing has changed. If God is there, why won't he answer?" He sat beside her, rubbing his hands together for warmth. "He always answers. Sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's no, and sometimes it's not yet. But he always knows best." Anna let his words sink in. "So what do I do? Just keep waiting? Keep praying, keep trusting, keep moving. Faith isn't about seeing the way. It's about believing there is one, even in the dark." He smiled and patted her shoulder before walking away. The next morning, Anna woke up with a renewed sense of purpose. She sent out more job applications, called a shelter for temporary housing, and reached out to an old friend who worked in recruitment. Days turned into weeks, and though the eviction loomed, she refused to let fear consume her. One afternoon, her phone rang. It was the friend she had called. "Anna, there's a job opening at a publishing firm. They need an assistant immediately. It's yours if you want it." Her heart pounded. "Are you serious?" "Absolutely. And they offer housing assistance." Anna nearly dropped the phone. Tears streamed down her face, but this time, they were tears of gratitude. "Thank you, God," she whispered. The lesson became clear. God had been answering all along. He hadn't abandoned her. He had been guiding her, teaching her patience, faith, and perseverance. And now, as she looked back, she saw his hand in every moment of her struggle. God is there, always. In the darkest hours and on the brightest days. He answers, always. His answers may not be what we expect, but he knows best. Keep praying, keep believing, and keep moving forward. If this story touched your heart, like and share it to encourage someone else. You never know who needs to hear this today.